You know why I made Jamal the head of the company? Because he can do work without his mama.
Samore Love Bugs, you have now tuned into my Empire recap. Guys, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Also, be sure to share this video wherever you like to share videos. And don't forget to check out my other channel, which is Samore Love TV. That's where I have my beauty, hair, wig, Slade videos, as well as Love and Hip Hop is over there. So don't forget and be sure to check it out. Also, wanted to give a shout out to my girl Bianca Brooks. Be sure to check her out. She does Empire recaps as well. And I think my YouTube cousin, Mr. Mike B, does them as well. So be sure to check him out. I will definitely put a link to both of their amazing channels in the description area. Alright, so guys, so let's go on and get right into this recap. So the episode, it freaking starts off with a bang, honey. It does. So Jamal, he was in the studio. He was actually doing like an interview piece type of thing. I think it was for Rolling Stone magazine, was it? I believe that's what they said it was for. And all of a sudden, they find out that the feds are raiding the freaking place because they were doing it at Empire. The feds came, busting up everything, super disrespectful, just not giving a care about anything, honey. So then when Cookie finds out that the FBI is raiding the joint because all of them, they was taking their little videos and stuff, and she's like, you know what, let's hop on this, we gotta do what we gotta do. They're about to make their moves. Anika and all of them, they're making moves, about to do what they gotta do to, you know, get them while they're down type of thing. But what happens is everything's flipped around and she gets raided as well. So it was like anyone in connection to Luscious Lion was going to get raided by the feds. Luscious, he was sleeping like a little baby, so he didn't even know what was going on. He has a little cake next to him, and his lawyer comes in, busts open the door like, yo, you gotta get up. They're raiding Empire right now, and they're about to be here any minute. As he's giving that little speech and telling him to get up, and he's like, you know, wiping the yampi out of his eyes and just kind of doing one of these, stretching a little bit, there they come. You can hear them coming up, about to pull up to the place. He's like, well, they're here. So Luscious, he is like, you know what? He's a very witty man. What he does is he strips himself down naked, butt naked, comes out when she opens up the door to do her little raid. The prosecutor, Roxanne, opens up the door, sees him standing there just like he born, just naked. Just making her feel uncomfortable. Just like what she's trying to do to him, he did it right back to her. I don't know. I feel like they might end up doing something. If he doesn't get what you call it, if she doesn't take him down, I think she's gonna take him down. If you know what I mean. You know, like I feel like she wants him kind of like on the slide tip. I feel like she does. The lawyer, like later on after that, all of them have like a little meeting or whatever. Well, first he has a meeting back at Empire. Then like he also has a meeting with his family, and the lawyer advises them to stick together. Not have the little quarrels and fights that they normally have, and just to kind of show that they're united. So they're like, you know, how long we gotta do this? And he was just like, until Vernon comes up. Or, you know, and I'm like, well, I guess they're gonna have to pretend for a while, a real long while, because Vernon's gone. Vernon's dead. Rhonda and Andre done kill him off. Jamal, he's getting his little, so once again, he was getting his whole photo shoot done, just to kind of recap on that. And it was so weird. That guy, he was like hitting on him. Did you guys notice that? If you actually saw the episode, he was like hitting on him, just being super odd and getting all up in his face and just doing weird things. And his boyfriend is sitting right there. I just felt like, and that's exactly how, like, even if it was like a regular heterosexual type of relationship, is a lot of females that do the same type of thing. Like, you be sitting there with your man, they want to come up and wiggle their little booties, you know, and their butts is like you know, the fake butts with the injections, and you got the little natural butt. It ain't nothing compared to that. And they want to like wiggle it over, walk past you and your man, and, you know, do all kind of extra stuff. Or, yeah, you know, no, don't do that over here. Go over there with that, okay? And it's crazy because, I forgot his boyfriend name, but his boyfriend, you could tell that he was like catching that. And looking at him, the photographer guy, like, yo, like, what's up? Like, what's going on here? Like, why are you giving him all these extra little compliments and just, oh, you're beautiful and this and that? Like, it was just like, I felt uncomfortable for them, you know? Luscious, after speaking to Cookie, he vows to be the best grandfather to his new grandchild that he about to have. And then he has a little meeting with Andre. And Andre asked him if he would put him back onto Empire if he could make all of this go away. If he could make all of this vanish, would he be able to come back? And his father's like, yo, you can have whatever you want if you can make this go away. And he's like, I bet. So that was the end of that, you know. His father looked at him a little funny, like, what's going on? But he let it go. So while Empire, now they're having this big movement about Black Power and stopping the harassment by the police. They're going to have a video shoot and everything. And at first, it seemed like Jamal was just jealous or upset. You know, they have this like big feud, Jamal and Hakeem. Actually, I'm sorry, it was Hakeem that seemed like he was upset because Jamal's photo, his painting that same creepy photographer had done was on set, and he's just like, no, that's not supposed to be here. My mother wouldn't have this. That would have been out of here. And then he dead takes a knife and stabs the painting that the man worked so hard to do. I know that had to be a lot of time, effort, and money, you know, etc., etc. And for him to do that, that was like totally disrespectful. But Luscious, he was loving it. He was eating it up. I think he likes to see that passion and that fire come out of Hakeem. So they end up doing their music shoot. They're doing it, you know. The song is sounding hot. I'm like, yes, I need this. What's the name of this song? I need to download this. And then all of a sudden they have like a fight scene and they really start fighting. And I'm just like, come on, Black people, we gotta do better than this. Come on. You talking about equality and not being harassed, and look what you're doing. And they go blow for blow. One of them almost kicked the other one down. But Hakeem, you know, he always has to take it too far with his little temper that he got going on. He dead took up a bat about to beat his brother down with it. And everybody was like, you know, everybody's like, you know, who does that to their family? Is he really about to kill his brother right in front of us? So then I guess he caught himself real quick and he just was like, and just was out like, you know what, I'm not doing this now or ever. That's it. Thug life. I'm out. And he was out of there after that. But meanwhile, all of this is going down. They also had a scene where Cookie, she was on the phone, and then the freaking cops come and take her away, and she gave the infamous speech. If I die in police custody, I did not commit suicide. I was murdered. Yeah, we all know where that's from. Sandra Bland situation and other things that are happening in today's society with minorities on shows like this. Like, you don't really see that a lot of times. And they know that there are a lot of minorities, Black people, Hispanic people, etc., watching this. So it's great that they're putting this in there. Yeah, it's crazy because I almost had well, I didn't almost, but some guy tried to argue with me when I was like, when they said that, I forgot who. It was like I think it was Sanaa Lathan or something. She was going on to a Black show that's going to be on Fox. And I was like, oh, that's amazing. I'm so happy that they're having more opportunities for Black people to be out there and do things. Like Fox is winning right now. And then some guys try to come at me, oh, but you're not seeing the real things that are going on in society. And they're just trying to blackmail and, no, they're just trying to, what did he say? He said they're just trying to mess with your mind and this and this. I was just like, first of all, don't at me with this BS. I'm not the one to be going back and forth with you. Please lose. I was like, please, this is the end of this conversation. And I said something else, and I was like, Samore drops the mic, bow. And then I just blocked him because I didn't really want, I know he was probably gonna at me again just because people don't like not having the last word. And I was just like, you know what, I'm over you. But anyways, yeah, just to show you things that people get all crazy about. So the prosecutor, she then says when they're in the room together that there's a warrant out for her arrest. And she's like, for what? I didn't do anything. She was like, failure to go to court after getting a ticket for jumping the turnstile. And she was like, first of all, does it look like I take the train? And she showed her a picture of Portia hopping. She was like, oh, that's my soon-to-be ex-assistant. But I'm like, that part was like a little unrealistic to me. I guess kind of too because I'm in New York. I mean, or maybe they just did that because they're trying to show how people can get framed when people don't even look like you at all and they just can claim to be you. I guess that was the point of this, because if it was supposed to be realistic, like, first of all, she don't look nothing like her, that's one. And second of all, they're supposed to check for ID even if someone claims to be a certain person, because anyone can do that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I guess they're just trying to show some more injustices in the police system where it's like, okay, somebody can just say they're you, and just because they want you so badly, they'll do whatever they want to do to get you talking or whatever. So, Cookie, she kind of has some flashbacks while she's left in prison real quick, and she has flashbacks of her sitting in jail and just not wanting to be there, wanting to get out of there so badly to be with her boys. And she's like, you know what, I've been away from them too long. And she gives the prosecutors a little bit of information, Roxanne. She gives a little bit of information, but nothing too concrete or solid. She's like, I don't really know if Luscious did it. But what I do know, you know, gives her a little something to work with, but not too much. Even though she does know that he killed Bunky, she was like, you know, I'm not going to give it a whole scoop, because I ain't no real snitch. I'll tell you a little something so I can get out of here, though. So Rhonda and Andre, they're trying to fix it. You know, she's his ride or die. And plus, she helped him to kill his uncle, so she might as well help him out, even though she's pregnant. So they go back to the forest, or right, the woods, and they're digging up a hole trying to find his uncle, because they know that they had put it on a tree, well, by a tree that had a little hole inside of it. But then when she looks around, after they done dig for maybe like an hour or more, she looks around and she notices that all of the trees in them have holes in them. So she's like, oh my God, all of them have the same exact hole. And as soon as they finally came up with the plan to, you know what, just forget about it. We're going to get caught. The sun's going to come up soon. This is it. Let's put this dirt back and get out of here. They see a car coming. But luckily, it was Luscious and his lawyer. Luscious said that he put a what is it called? A tap out on, no, a bug. He put a bug in his car when he said that he was going to be able to fix it, because he wants to know what he was talking about. So he's like, yo, what did you do to your uncle? And then they tell him the story. So now it's 4 people that have this information that know exactly what it was that went down. And the lawyer actually helps. He has like this little detector thing that he puts to try to help them find the spot. They end up finding the body, taking it, putting it in the trunk. Andre, he says a little piece about how sorry he is, and he just wants to repent. He didn't mean to go this far. It was an accident. But no one's going to listen to a black man saying that he accidentally killed his uncle while they were having an argument. It just doesn't sound realistic. So it's nothing he can really do about it. You ain't gonna confess, because that's gonna be the end of your life and you're trying to get back in the empire. So he talks to him and just kind of like clears his mind a little bit. And then Luscious is like, you know what, let me have a moment with him too. And he was like, you're gonna rot in hell, you dirty snitch. I'm like, whoa! Well, excuse the heck out of me. I thought he was going to say something touching and just let the man go off in peace to the sunset. But no, he did not. He cursed him out before he shut the car trunk. So at the bar or club, I'm not sure which one it was, Hakeem was there just trying to drink away his sorrows and his pain and his embarrassment of almost killing off his brother in front of a whole ton load of people. He's drinking and he's listening to this Hispanic girl that she sounds she's a little timid at first, but then all of a sudden she starts to blow. I mean, her voice was like, okay, I hear you. And it really did catch his attention. She was talking about some corazon this, and you know, she just really sound like she could possibly be another addition to his little girl group that he's trying to have going on, since, what's her name, Veronica, or whatever the hell her name is, she done jumped ship and went over to the Lion's Den, to Empire. So now he's trying to conjure up a plan so he can still put his plan into work. The prosecutor, she's on the phone, then she goes into her car, and when she looks over, actually it was this way, she looks over to her right, she starts to scream bloody murder. I tell you, this woman, she saw the corpse of Vernon. So I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. I was like, why would they put it in her car? I don't know. Hopefully they make some sense out of this on the next one, because I'm like, why the hell would they put it in the prosecutor's car? How does that make sense? Somebody tell me. But I guess we'll have to wait till next week to find out. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to check out Bianca, and also to check out Mike B and my other channel, Samore Love TV. I'll be looking for you over there. Stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.